back. We got a rockline rolling with David Lee Roth and Bob Coburn. Got the title track of the latest by Diamond Dave and Company now. This is Skyscraper on Rockline.
I can hear the sound of the North Star calling, calling, calling. Turn your high beams on. I'm falling, 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 and spinning and turning, turning. This is Ultra, the beginning of great things. Cannot be seen by your naked eye. Crack the skies like lightning. Mama's little sonic boom is simply frightening. I'm a skyscraper. Like a butterfly. Like a B-52. Dramatic. The radar locks on you. No static, static, static. Can I reach it now? I'm not up here up yet. God only knows. And he ain't talking skyscraper.
Yeah.
Skyscraping time. Woo.
Yeah, stereo there. Skyscraper, David Lee Roth. And
This is a good album to listen to in stereo too. This for the Walkman generation as well as all everybody out there with their power shoulder motors in their cars. If you listen to what we did with this in the stereo, you get a whole new vision of it there.
Let's talk to Sebastian in Fort Myers, Florida. He's listening to 96K Rock. And Sebastian, you're on with David Lee Roth.
All right, Diamond Dave. It's indeed a privilege and an honor to talk with you, man.
Sebastian, what's the haps?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, I just want to let you know one thing, that I'm your biggest fan, and I saw your opening night gig in Lakeland, and then the following show in Hollywood. And both concerts were awesome, man, and I really think that vocally you sound better than ever.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Sebastian. You know, hopefully what we are today, we weren't yesterday. You know, hopefully this all gets a little better with age. Of course, I ain't a bottle of wine either. You know.
Getting better, Dave.
Well, thank you much. You know, we do it all for you. You know, it's no good without an audience, man. And, you know, it helps to push along, you know, so you can have somebody you can play it for and somebody you can practice for. Thanks a lot.
Well, listen, I'd like to ask you one quick thing here. And have you ever been approached about using any of your songs for a TV spot, and would you consider doing something like that?
Oh, they use some of, sometimes they use a bit and a piece in a movie. I remember in Weird Science, they used a little bit of Gigolo, and in another song, they used, a bit and a piece of another song. But I'm very careful not to, once you start to put your material into other people's movies or television shows, it serves more to advertise the TV show or the movie itself, And no matter how good the song may be or not be, it's going to be a little tough to transcend the concept of something like Revenge of the Nerds, no matter what, no matter how good that guitar solo is. So stay with us, Sebastian.
Sebastian.
We'll sell out sooner or later.
Thanks for calling. You call us again sometime. We're going to talk to Donella. She is in Bloomington, Indiana, a listener of Q95 in Indianapolis. Good evening.
Oh, my. That's hometown. That's hometown. What's your name?
Darnella.
Darnella?
Yeah.
How are you, Darnella? I was born in Bloomington.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. It's about time I get back there. Hopefully we can try and play the field house maybe this season.
For real, because I can't drive to Cleveland. But
can you even drive at all, honey? Well, then drink. Sorry, I was using some weird kind of logic there for a second. I thought you can't have one, God gave you the other, but this is neither the radio show or the place to talk about. Darnella, what's up?
Well, I would first of all like to say that Skyscraper is, quote, damn good. But I wanted to get your response on a little bit of negative vibes I read in Rock Express from Mr. Keith Sharp. He referred to Skyscraper as, it says, superficial entertainment.
Wait a minute. Have you ever noticed how a lot of these writers never print their picture alongside of the review, huh?
Yeah.
You got to consider the source, It's a lot of times you consider the source. And, people are going to say one thing or another. At least they're spelling the name right. You know what I'm saying, Darnell?
Yeah. Well, my next question was, when am I going to get to see you in concert? Like I say, I can't drive for thousands of miles.
Well, hopefully we'll be around your part of town real soon. In fact, because it's my part of town as well, and I'd look forward to playing for you there, Darnell. God bless you, honey.
Keep listening to Q95, and I'm sure they'll let you know if anything happens there. A couple of quick concert dates while we're talking about that.
Bob,
what's that,
who's
David?
The clown she mentioned there? Let me write that name down.
I missed the name, to be honest with you. We can dredge that up again for you, though. Let's not give him any more publicity, though. How's that sound? Some more concert dates for May. The 13th, Albuquerque, Denver on the 14th, Casper, Wyoming, the 15th. Then you'll find David Lee Roth and his band in Billings, Montana, the 17th, Spokane, the 18th, Portland, Oregon on the 20th, Vancouver, British Columbia, the 21st, and Seattle, the 22nd. We're going to play some music right now that I understand is in the set, David. This is Panama from the 1984 album.
Yes, this is about as superficial as we could get on the show.
Here it is on Rockline.
coming off. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back. She's running, I'm lying, right behind it, real me now. Got the feeling, power steering, busy popping, ain't no stopping now.
'84 by Van Halen, Panama on Rockline on the Global Satellite Network. Let me clear up the concert dates quickly here. The rest that I have for the end of May, the 24th in Salt Lake City, the 25th Reno, Nevada, 27th in Oakland, as well as the 28th. Then some time off for the band, and you'll find them in Los Angeles at the Forum on June 10th. Then many more dates will be announced. So David Lee may be headed to your town with his band. We're going to take a time out and return in just one moment. Your number to call is toll-free from anywhere in North America, 1-800-344-ROCK. It's Rockline on the Global Satellite Network.
Casting live from high in the basement right here at MMS in Cleveland. Yeah, baby.
And our next call from Reno, Nevada, it's Troy listening to 105.7 KOZZ. Troy, you're on the Rockline with David Lee Roth.
Hey,
Troy.
Hey, what's happening?
You're happening, Troy. How you doing this evening?
Hey, great. It's great to hear your voice. I've been trying to get you on my phone for a long time here.
Woo! What are you doing right now, Troy?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you on a great follow-up album to Ian the Smile. I love it. And we're throwing a party here in Reno on your behalf, and where are you?
What, you got other people standing around the phone in there?
Oh, well, all the girls are inside, but we're waiting for you to bring the other ones.
Well, turn the radio up real loud. In fact, put a few speakers in your wheel wells and drive it past the local junior college.
The question is, Dave, I've enjoyed all of your live performances that you've done here in Reno with Van Halen and your new band, and you were working on a movie, is that right, with Crazy from the Heat?
Uh-huh.
I wondered if you had any future plans, because I'd love to see you on the silver screen.
Well, we'd love to be on the silver screen, and we will be bringing back the Picasso Brothers and the Immigrant Grocer, and what a soundtrack we'll do for that sucker, huh? So stay tuned. It's just a matter of time, actually. It's not a difficulty of finding the bucks to do it or what have you, but my heart and soul is in rock and roll, and this time, being a first-time producer, hey, we didn't know how long it would take to land this thing. We knew we could get it into the air, but when will we land? We aren't sure, and we aren't sure where. Kind of like Charles Lindbergh. So, cut to 8.5 months later, we're at least in the same country. So we released the album, and lo and behold, the clock on the clubhouse wall says, Dave, go on the road. So here we are on the road. Stay tuned, though. We'll make another record, and hopefully we can have a movie to back it up for you, Troy.
There you go, Troy. Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. Let's let Pete talk now. He's in Kansas City listening to KY 102. Pete, you're on.
Yes,
Pete.
Steve, I'd like to compliment you on your wardrobe. That's great.
Thank you.
But my question is, I'd like to know what kind of martial arts did you take?
Well, a variety of martial arts. I started off doing Chinese Kempo style, and then, of course, I did full contact for a while, test the theory, but, what I like to do is dancing around on the stage and doing the pictures, and you can't do that if you got a busted knee every third day, or if you're limping through rehearsals. So right now, I do a Northern Chinese style. It's called Pekguar, and I've been studying that probably for some 5 years. For a grand total, probably about 22 years now. I started way before I started in rock and roll and stuff. Maybe that's what's kept me in one piece.
Yeah, and let you climb those mountains and everything, too.
Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, there you go.
Certainly hasn't helped me with my diet.
Thanks for the call there, Pete. We appreciate it. We're going to move on now and talk to Scott in Miami listening to 97 GTR. Scott, you're on.
Dave,
Scott, how you doing?
pretty good. How are you, man?
Oh, man, you got the good weather down there, huh, Scott?
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me out there all right?
I can hear you perfectly. What's happening?
All right. I got a question for you. What's your favorite tune that you've ever recorded in your career?
The favorite thing, it's difficult to say. Songs are like kids. Some of them are real thoughtful. Some of them are real physical. Some of the songs are designed for your mind, and some of them are designed with your behind in mind. So you can't really say which is a favorite or which one is better or not. It's pretty much, I'd have to, take a political kind of answer and say whatever is the latest.
Do you have another question, Scott?
Someone told me you were going to give me an answer like that.
Who was that? Your probation officer?
Scott, did you have another question?
Yeah. Okay. I've heard a lot of stories about what goes on after the shows, and I'd like to know if you still get upset when you come across some brown M&Ms.
Brown M&Ms is sort of like whistling backstage. Not allowed. Things are going good, so let's not screw around. That's the general philosophy. I've been tying my right shoe first for years and years and years. We're doing okay. I'm not going to fool around. So I guess that's the basis for all superstitions, huh? As far as whatever else happens backstage, hey, debauchery, sign me up.
There you go, Scott. I'm glad you got the answer you were expecting there, and call us again sometime. Right now, time to stand up with David Lee Roth on ROCKLINE.
Stand up.
Stand Up, David Lee Roth on Rockline. We're live. You can call now to talk with David Lee Roth anywhere from North America. 1-800-344-ROCK. We'll be back in just one moment as Rockline continues on the Global Satellite Network.
Dear Dad, we made our toughest parachute jump at dawn.
On your feet!
And I remembered when you said that courage is putting your fear aside and doing your job. You know, putting off college for the Army was the right choice for me.
Stand in the door! Go!
To find out how you can earn more than $25,000 for college with the GI Bill and Army College Fund, call 1-800-USA-ARMY.
Now I'll get the most from college. And the best for myself.
Paid for by the U.S. Army.
With a sunny day and a chance to play, we can have a party. Tell a friend or two, and this was for you. We can have a party. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Play our music all day. Come on out, make me wanna shout. This was for you.
And have the Bush St. Louis, Missouri. Johnny Be Good is the exciting new movie starring Anthony Michael Hall as Johnny, the best high school quarterback in America. The soundtrack scores touchdown after touchdown with hot new music by Judas Priest. Plus, new songs by Kix, John Astley, Ted Nugent, Saga, and lots of others. The movie is Johnny Be Good, but the soundtrack makes Johnny Be Bad. Johnny Be Good original motion picture soundtrack on Atlantic Records, cassettes, and compact discs.
Rockline.
The best sounding music is on sale now at CD City. It's CD City's spring cleaning Easter sale with big savings on the best selection of your favorite compact discs. Everything is on sale. Through next Wednesday, all regular compact discs are on sale for just $11.99. Save $2 to $4 on each one. What's more, midline CDs are now just $7.99. Regularly priced $9 and $10.99. Stop by CD City soon and get the best selection of all your favorites. Rock and roll, jazz, country, classical, and lots more. But don't wait, because at these prices, there are no rain checks. Regular CDs are $11.99, midline CDs just $7.99 during the spring cleaning Easter sale at CD City. Look for the ad in the entertainment section of the News and Observer or call CD City at 781-CITY. The spring cleaning Easter sale through Wednesday at CD City, Creedmoor Crossing Shopping Center in North Raleigh and Hillsborough Street across from NC State.
Hi, I'm Bob Coburn. Rockline continues now on WRDU 106. And once again, welcome back to Rockline. I'm Bob Coburn with David Lee Roth right now.
Diamond Dave right here in front of your naked, steaming eyes and ears, America. Yeah. Stand up, walk to the phone. You know how to dial the phone. Actually, nobody dials a phone now. That's all push button.
That's right. That's right.
We'll push the little button and we'll be there.
And if they're smart, they got the auto dialer there, too. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's talk to Kathy in Kingston, Ontario, listener of CKLC. Kathy, you're on with Diamond Dave.
Kathy, how are you?
Oh, just doing just marvelous. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
Well, here we are. Tell me your innermost thoughts and feelings only, Kathy.
Actually, I'm sitting in here in my nightgown.
You are. Would you like to describe your nightgown? We have a few friends listening in, but basically it's just you and me, Kathy. Would you like to describe that nightgown in graphic detail?
No, that's okay. Actually, I'm just sitting in a...
Oh, you tawdry strumpet. How can you call us up on national radio and tell us you're sitting in your nightgown and then not tell us at least what color it is, you wench? I love you. Look, leave your number when we hang up.
I'm just going wondering if you could see yourself being in an album with somebody else, like Stevie Nicks or Pat Benatar.
I could see myself in your living room sitting right next to you right now, but in terms of, yeah, that's musical. I'm sure we could get a song or two out of that too, you know. As far as the, you know, Stevie Nicks and the rest, I have, you know, I got great visions of the future, although I haven't the vaguest idea what it holds. So perhaps a duet, perhaps something, you know, sing along with somebody. Who knows what's in the future?
Kathy, thanks for calling. We appreciate it. Call again.
God bless you, Kathy.
It's Teresa's turn in
Radford, your nightgown.
In Radford, Virginia, listening to WROV in Roanoke. And Teresa, you're on the Rockline.
Yeah, David.
Teresa, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I don't have a nightgown, but I do have a question.
Okay.
Someone said earlier that you did martial arts. Is there any other gymnastic things that you do to keep yourself in such good shape?
I don't have enough energy for exercise, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I managed to get around the towns, you know, and diet is one of your most important things. You got to have all 5 of the basic food groups: sugar, starch, fat, grease, and alcohol. You may want to toss, knock it off, Bob. You may want to toss, you know, tobacco in on there, but it's not one of the basic 5 food groups. And of course, you can find all of your diet needs and dietary needs in any place with a drive-through. But beyond that, it's just been the martial arts, you know, and more martial than art half the time.
Anything else on your mind, Teresa?
Yeah, one more question. David, Radford has a terrible problem. We need to get some serious rock here. People roll up the sidewalks at 9. I can't deal with it.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you got to crawl under the covers with your radio and just hope, darling, just hope.
Here you go, Teresa. Thanks for calling. We're going to talk to Chris. He's in Halifax, listening to Q104 in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and he's on the Rockline now. Hi, Chris.
How you doing?
Chris, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing just great, Dave. I was wondering if there's anything that you want to do that you haven't done yet.
Oh, sure, there's a million places I want to travel, and I decided a long time ago that if I was going to make a buck at this business, I was going to buy some experiences. I was going to buy some drinking stories and not just another all-terrain vehicle, you know, or something to put in a garage lot somewhere like that, you know. And that's what I want to do. I want to travel. There are a lot of places I want to see, and not so far as people might assume. You know, it doesn't all have to be up in the Himalayas or Pakistan somewhere. There's a whole lot in the backyard I got to see here in the States and in Canada too.
Chris, there you go. Thanks for the call tonight on Rockline. We have another Chris calling from Fremont, California. She is listening to KRQR 97.3, The Rocker in San Francisco. Chris, you're on with David Lee.
Chris, is there anything that you haven't done yet that you would like to do?
Travel with you, David.
Here you go. See how we link up in the nation's airwaves right here. It's the miracle of microwave technology.
David,
what's up?
2 questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
You are a little controversial in some respects. What would surprise us the most to learn about you? And my second question, are you generally this outgoing in private?
Well, I'm generally outgoing like this in private. You know, I'm not the kind of guy you're going to drag on the dance floor and starts doing the Freddie, much to your chagrin. I like to talk. I like people a lot, you know. What was the first half of the question? The phone was ringing in the background. I thought we were going to have Oliver North pop in unexpectedly or something.
Oh, my God, Paulie's coming, so is Reagan. What would surprise us the most to learn about you?
What is there the most to learn about me?
What would surprise us the most about you? You know, just tell us something about you that we wouldn't think would be David Lee Roth.
Well, I spend a lot of my time off by myself, dear. I spend most of my time, you know, it's daydreaming. That's where all these thoughts come from, you know, the ideas for the songs or for the stage show or what you're going to wear on your feet, you know, and I spend a lot of time by myself off on my own somewhere, you know, and that's where the travel comes from. But there is room for one.
There you go, Chris. Thanks for calling. I want to thank everybody for listening and calling tonight. If you want, you can write us. I'll give you the address in just 1 second. First, next week, the Scorpions will be joining us from London, and we'll announce the 3 winners of the Rockline giveaway to see them live in Moscow. You have until this Thursday to get your postcard to us, the address, and you can write to us at this address, too, as well as enter the Scorpion thing. P.O. Box 4383, Hollywood, California, 90078. Coming soon, Robert Plant, live from London, a special 2-hour edition of Rockline with Pink Floyd on Wednesday, April 13th. Check with your local station for time and details. details. Thanks to Kid Leo, Jeff McCartney, Jim Octavek, Frank Fody, Rocco, Brian Emery, and the entire staff of WMMS, if I didn't name all of them just then, the home of the Buzzard in Cleveland. Of course, thanks to you, David Lee Roth.
Thank you, Bob. Hey, it was a real good gas this time. Woo! United States, here we are. We're on the road big time, and we'll be right next door to you real soon. Rockline time is fine time.
Yeah, thank you, David. I'll talk to you next time around. I'll see you in concert here in Southern California, too.
Over out.
I'm BC, and I'll be seeing you in a week. Listening to Rockline, brought to you in part by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Rockline is engineered by Jimmy Height, Conrad Pignon, Jim Pettyjohn, and Steve Dumais, and mixed on Yamaha professional sound equipment. Special production by Jimmy Rash and R.J. Lane. Technical direction by Mike Correa. Assistant to the producer is Sharon Sanchez. Our thanks to C.W. West and Kevin Stevens for their special help. Rockline is produced by Mark Felsot. Executive producer Howard Gilman. Rockline is a presentation of the Global Satellite Network for distribution in the United States by the ABC Rock Radio Network.
It's Rockline for another week on WRDU 106. Catch it next Monday night at 11:30 only on WRDU 106. You want to write this number down, 800-344-ROCK, and that's how to talk to your favorite rock stars here on 106.
least 52 minutes of rock and roll every hour. WRDU 106.
stay.